Satnam, I'm Yogigems. I'm a Kundalini Yoga teacher. Our physical form, this beautiful vehicle that carries us through life, is the place where spirit and matter meet. And nowhere do we experience that more profoundly than in our Kundalini Yoga practice. We work with this physical form to connect with the extraordinary expanse of consciousness that we all are. So today's Kundalini Yoga Kriya, known as coordinating mind, body, and spirit, brings into complete balance and relationship these aspects of ourself. It yokes the infinite self with the finite self. So we experience the reality of what and who we really are. So let's bring our palms together, give them a good vigorous rub, and bring your prayer mudra into the heart center. Take a deep inhale to stretch tall through the spine. And exhale to relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to lift the heart. And exhale to draw the chin in towards the neck. Let's take a deep inhale to tune in with our mantras. If you're new to the mantras, just listen in until we get the hang of them. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Take a deep inhale. Hold that breath in as you invite your higher self to guide you through this Kundalini Yoga practice, keeping you safe from injury and keeping the space that you're practicing in clear and protected. And exhaling, relaxing the hands down to the knees in Gyan Mudra, touching tips of index fingers to tips of thumbs. Just allowing those mantras to settle in mind, in body, bringing you into presence for your Kundalini Yoga. Good, so we're going to start straight in with our Kundalini Yoga Kriya to coordinate soul, body and mind. We're going to start with our thumbs on those little mounds in front of the ears, and we're going to use our thumbs to just kind of massage those spaces. You're opening and closing the ears, playing a little with your faculty of hearing. Eyes closed, rolled up and into third eye, and the breath is long, slow and deep. Taking a deep inhale. Hold that breath in as you squeeze more buns. So pulling up with the anus and sex organs, pulling in with the navel. Drive that energy up to the crown of the head. Block the ears and hold the breath. And exhale. Relax and release the hands to Gyan Mudra on the knees. Index fingers touching thumbs. Taking a moment here to listen. Move into a deeper place of listening. So you're tuning in with every sound outside you and inside you. Inhaling deep. Exhaling fully. Good. Interlacing the fingers in Venus Mudra. We're going to stretch the arms up above the head. Keep the navel really nice and strong as we spiral around. The spine is straight. The elbows are straight. We're reaching up. Eyes closed, rolled up and into third eye point. It doesn't matter what direction you're going. And it doesn't matter how the breath falls. You're breathing however feels comfortable for you to breathe. And we're just spiraling upwards, spiraling like spinning tops on the pelvic bowl. And as we spiral, we are intentionally creating space between each vertebra of the spine. We're lengthening ourselves upwards. We're making ourselves tall. We want to leave today's Kundalini Yoga Kriya at least 1/2 inch taller. Breathe deeply as you move, however that feels comfortable. Keep the navel strong to protect the spine. Keep reaching upwards, stretching yourself upwards, opening up the spine. That channel, that bridge of energy that connects the body with the brain, the finite with the infinite. Coming into the center, taking a deep inhale. And holding that breath in as you squeeze more buns. So anus and sex organs, the whole pelvic floor pulling up, the navel pulling in, drive that energy up through the spine to the crown of the head and even further up through the arms into the hands. Hold it, squeeze it, stretch up. And exhale, float the hands down to the knees, Gyan Mudra. Settling once more into that space of deep listening, of shunya. Tune in. Inhale deep. Exhale fully. Good. Now we're going to bring our hands into Venus Mudra again. We're going to have our arms stretched up above the head or resting on the crown of the head if that's too much for your arms and shoulders. We take a deep inhale here. And we take 3 spirals around, nice long spine, long body. And then we exhale, forehead down to the earth or as close to the earth as we can. And inhale back up. Spiral 3 times in the opposite direction. Coming back to the center, exhaling down. Inhaling up. Spiraling in opposite direction. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. At your own pace. Good. Keep the navel really strong into the spine. Keep the eyes locked into third eye point. As we bow down to the wisdom of the higher self. offering the ego mind, the finite mind, in service of the infinite mind. Inhale up. Hold that breath in as you squeeze more bund. Drive that energy up, 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 up through the spine, through the crown, into the arms, into the hands. Hold, squeeze, stretch up tall. And exhale, float the hands to the knees, Gyan Mudra. Returning to that space of Shunya. Expand your hearing. Inhale deep. Exhale fully. Good. We've been working so much with the higher centers. We're going to anchor that energy in the lower chakras now with Navasana, our boat pose. So soles of the feet on the floor, tucking the hands into the creases behind the knees. We're going to tilt back and lift up the feet. So we're balancing on the pelvis, on the sit bones, on the tailbone, and we're going to lean back as far as we can as we pump the belly. And the breath is long, slow, and deep. So this is not a breath of fire. We're just pumping the belly with a long, slow, deep breath. The eyes are closed, rolled up and into the third eye point. Now, if you're taking this Kundalini Yoga Kriya on for a 40-day practice and you want to develop this strength around the core, around the lower three chakras, you can let go of your hands and extend them so the fingers point towards the toes. And if you want to develop this even further as you progress through your 40-day journey, you might want to straighten the legs into full Navasana. Keep pointing the toes. That's it. Steady pump in the navel just to activate Manipura chakra. Feel it developing that strength in the core, strength in the navel. That's it. Keep it going, building real stability for those lower chakras. The Manipura at the navel, Svadhisthana at the sacral, Muladhara at the base. And take a deep inhale. Hold the breath in, squeeze more bund. Draw that energy up through a straight spine, lift the heart, tuck the chin in. And exhale, relax, release. Come to sitting with the hands in Gyan Mudra once more, back to that space of Shunya. Tune in. Inhale deep. Exhale fully. Good. And now we're going to bring that energy back up with our comfortable spiral. So again, fingers in Venus Mudra, arms extended up or resting on the crown of the head. And with the navel in, we're going to start that spiraling motion. Again, it doesn't matter which direction you're moving, just the one that feels intuitively right for your body. Your body will automatically spiral in the way that it needs to. And the breath does what it wants to do. With the eyes closed, rolled up and into the third eye. And again, we're reaching upwards. Even if you have your hands resting on the crown of the head, the momentum is upwards here. We're opening up the spine. We're opening up the Shushumna, that bridge between the body and the brain, between the finite and the infinite. That's it, drawing upwards, lengthening tall, stretching up with every spiral, growing a millimeter taller. Feeling space opening up between the vertebrae. And coming into the center, deep inhale. Hold that breath in, squeeze small bond, reaching up, stretch up, 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 up. Lift that energy up into the hands. Hold it, squeeze it, stretch. Exhale, float the hands down to the knees, back to Shunya. Inhale deep. Exhale fully. Good, let's shake that energy up now. Lift the arms above the head and shake out the hands, shake out the wrists, shake out the elbows and the shoulders, shake the torso, shake the hips, shake the knees. If you want to extend your legs out and shake the legs, that's fine as well. Shake your head, shake everything through. This is our opportunity to shake up any energy, to shake ourselves out of any ruts that we might have stuck into, to shake ourselves out of any unhelpful patterns that might have formed. Shake yourself loose. There is no rhythm to this. There is no pattern to this. You're just going wild. Shake it out through the whole of the body. That's it. This is your opportunity to liberate yourself. Remember to breathe. The eyes are closed and rolled up and into the third eye. And you're shaking. Get wild. Shake yourself free. Shake off those shackles. Shake yourself out of your comfort zone. Shake. Take a deep inhale. Stretch up and exhale. Comb your fingers down through the auric field. Fingertips come to the earth. And just relax here, tuning in to the heartbeat, to the breath. Taking that listening deep inside. Inhale deep. Exhale fully. Good. Now we're going to come into our frog poses. So if your knees are feeling brave enough to tackle full frogs today, we've got our balls of the feet on the earth, the heels are lifted and the fingertips stay on the floor. If this feels a little bit too much, just have a half frog. So you're inhaling to straighten the legs, exhaling, just coming down halfway. Watch out for your knees. So we're going to inhale up and exhale down. Eyes at third eye. This is really moving the energy from the tip of the tailbone up to the neck vertebrae. Up that lovely clear channel that we've worked so hard on opening in today's Kundalini Yoga Kriya. Take your own pace, take it much slower if that feels right for you today. Nearly there. Inhale up. Hold it, squeeze it. And exhale. We're going to come down to sitting in rock pose on our heels. If your knees, your ankles, your feet will allow. If this is too much, then come into easy pose. Hands resting on the thighs. And just take a moment here to come back into that deep inner listening. Again, this is a conversation with your heartbeat, with your breath, with the blood that's pumping through your veins. And if you're in rock pose, perhaps that build-up of energy in the thighs. Take a deep inhale. Exhale fully. And another deep inhale for good measure. And exhale. Good. Now we're going to come back into our very familiar Venus mudra. Arms extended straight up, resting on the crown of the head if straight up feels too much. And we're going to come into a bowing posture, inhaling up and exhaling down. The forehead just coming as close to the floor as feels comfortable. The navel strong. The eyes at third eye. And again, we bow the ego to the higher self. We bow our finite wisdom to the wisdom of the infinite. Lock into a rhythm with the movement and the breath. Inhale up. Hold that breath in. Squeeze Mulban. Drive the energy up, 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 up. And exhale. Float the arms down. Come back into your comfortable, easy pose. Bringing the right hand to the center of the chest. I'm mirroring you, left hand across the right. And come into a deep conversation with your heartbeat. And your long, slow, deep breath. Tuning in with your natural rhythm. And now we're going to move into a mantra. Chattara Chakra Bharati. It is a mantra for courage. It's a mantra for victory. The words are quite complicated. They're up on the screen if you would like. But if you would rather stay in with the heartbeat, with your own rhythm, just hum along or imagine that you're singing with the mantra. Chattara Chakra Bharati. Chattara Chakra Chattara Chakra Bharati, Chattara Chakra Shavasana, gently bringing yourself back up to sitting. And sitting nice and tall now, bringing the hands into Prem Mudra. Taking a deep inhale to stretch tall through the spine. Exhale to relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to lift the heart. And exhale to tuck the chin in towards the neck. We'll close our practice by chanting Satnam, the resonance of our authentic truth. Take a deep inhale to chant. Sat-nam. Bowing the chin to the chest, offering your gratitude to this body, this mind, this soul for bringing you to this Kundalini Yoga. Sending that gratitude out into your life as far as it will go. And coming back into the room whenever you feel ready. Sat Nam, I'm Yogigems. I hope you enjoyed this Kundalini Yoga Kriya for coordinating mind, body and soul. If you did, please do click like. If you would like to see more, please do subscribe. And of course, always huge gratitude to those who support me through coffee, who buy me a cup of tea, and through the super thanks who offer me donations through this service. It's so appreciated. Thank you so much. Sat Nam, wishing you a beautiful day.